Welcome, everyone, to the Everything Show, episode 420. I am your host, Matrix Lord 212, and I'm with David. What's up, David?
Hey, guys. What's up?
All right, so we have a lot of news to do with superheroes. What are you going to start us off with, David?
Well, guys, I've got the dumbest article ever put on the fucking internet. Sorry.
Ratings out the window. That's okay. It's fine.
I don't care because you know what? This article ticks me off so much. I am not even kidding. As soon as I heard this article, I went over to the wall and I banged my head against the wall repeatedly because I honestly didn't even know if this was actually true.
Well, tell us, man. Tell us.
So apparently, this woman named, what was it? Cassidy? What's her name? Let me see if I can pull it up.
Well, are we allowed to give out names here? Like, you don't want to really single anybody out here.
This is an article.
All right.
This is a legitimate article. So, and
go ahead.
Right. Hold on. Where is it? I'm trying to find it right now. Ah, here it is. This is from a website called the Portly Gazelle. This was written by a woman named Cassidy Boone on August 25th, 2015. So it's fairly recent. This is the title of the article. The Harley Quinn in Suicide Squad is not plus size, and here's why that's a problem. The article, I'm gonna. Oh,
wait. It's a woman writing the article.
Yep. That
she wants Harley Quins to be bigger.
And no, she wants the character to be bigger. Like.
Okay, so let me get this. Hey, Mike D.
Hey, I got a link. What are we doing?
This is the Everything Show, 420. David was just talking about a woman did an article about the Suicide Squad, saying that she wants.
He sent me that over the phone. He and I were joking around about that whole thing. Yeah.
So that's true. A woman wants Harley Quinn's to be bigger. Is that what it is?
No. She wants the character to be fatter.
Fatter.
Yeah.
And bigger boobs. Is that what she wants?
No, just fatter. Now, literally, the entire article is pretty much full of expletives and swearing. So essentially, let me cut this down to basically just the biggest part of all this. She is a plus size woman, which she shows her picture, and she is plus size.
Is she bi-curious?
No.
Okay.
That's not the problem. She is basically trying to spin this to be.
No, she's buy McDonald's or buy fast foods. From the sound of it, the problem.
Right.
Yeah, but her thing is that she wants. She's trying to.
Attention, basically.
Yeah, she's trying to get the aha. Like the aha moment, like I've caught you, DC. How you're body shaming women, and all your women have to be thin,
DC
beautiful.
Just started with these movies.
Yeah, and literally, they think this person is so delusional. Like literally, where was it? She thinks SpiderMan was owned by DC. Number one.
Oh, she's an idiot. Okay.
She is an idiot. What is it? When Suicide Squad was announced, she thinks it's because they listened to DC was listening to the feminists, which it wasn't. They were trying to catch up to Marvel, number 2. And
it's just nonsense.
And the third thing is, what is it? This is a quote from it. I want to start a movement that promotes the right for bigger women's bodies to be represented in superhero movies. Let's put some pressure on these assholes, and maybe we can get a strong, fierce, fab, and big woman to play Harley Quinn in Suicide Squad 2. I'm like officially starting this hashtag right now. Hashtag Bigger Harley. Tweet it under to protest against what they've done with Harley Quinn and talk to me. The fat phobia in the movie industry ends now. Literally, basically, what they want to do. And right above it, she says that the film should be banned and boycotted.
She's just a moron.
And which I'm like, what?
He's acting like a moron.
Well, let me hold on. Let me see what this heifer looks like. Yeah, David and I were like messaging each other as a joke earlier, just talking about the whole idea about this plus size is beautiful movement. It's just bullshit. It's a bunch of like fat pig like chicks that are like trying to act like that's sexy, and it's not. I mean, femininity is what's sexy in a female. And, you know, if you have like some large, obese, unhealthy girl that's probably diabetic because of that condition, who really needs to lose a lot of weight. I mean, I'm not trying to be like a dick or anything, but I mean, that's really, I mean, what are you going to have? Like Wonder Woman is like a 500-pound woman or something? I mean, it's one thing if it's a girl
that's not realistic. And everybody could lose weight. Everybody.
Yeah, I was going to say, I mean, like, if we're talking about like somebody that needs to lose a little bit of weight, I mean, that's one thing. But I mean, somebody that's just like some big fat pig, you know, heifer or something, I mean, give me a break. Let me see what this chick looks like.
Yeah, and originally she was like, oh, the movie industry, we thought it was going towards an LGBT thing. Well, if the Young Avengers gets made and they actually do it right, there you go. There's your LGBT team right there. And you know what? I didn't even know starting out. All the thing I knew is that 2 of the members were gay. That was it. That was the only thing I knew about LGBT for the Young Avengers. And you know what? I don't freaking care.
I got a question. I'm looking at the thing that you sent me earlier. You can't really tell what she looks like. It's like she's kind of.
I saw her Twitter. Her Twitter is at the bottom. She has pictures.
Well, let me ask you a question. So, in other words, one person writes an article that's ridiculous, right? And why does anybody care?
Apparently 17.5 thousand people care.
Well, it's different. I mean, you know, it's probably, you know, but I don't think it'll be getting attention tomorrow.
I'm seeing her same photo, like, on all of these. So, anyways, I mean, it's like...
it's not really...
I was expecting, I mean, it's not an exaggeratedly obese girl from the look of it. I thought that I was going to see something that was just going to be ridiculously awful.
James!
What's up, guys?
What's up, bro? What's going on?
James.
What's up, Mike?
Hey, man. What's happening, man? Yeah, but the stuff, though, with this, this kind of gets into that whole Human Torch being black thing that we were discussing, where they're trying to be... They're trying to be...
correct.
Yeah, so politically correct as to not offend anyone that it's almost kind of like reversing the whole attention that's going to it in the first place with it not even being bigoted or racist.
Man,
you know,
I've seen that movie. I've seen that Fantastic Four
Yeah,
movie.
me too.
It's not all that. It's not all that.
Right, and I can honestly say that I do judge Michael B. Jordan. He was terrible.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, yeah, James wasn't here. James wasn't here for what we were saying, James. We were talking about an article that this woman's calling for a boycott of the Suicide Squad movie because Harley Quinn isn't a plus-sized woman.
The actress
hold on, wait a minute.
Exactly.
Hold on. Harley Quinn has never been a plus-sized woman.
She's never been a plus-sized woman.
What comic book that woman been reading?
Listen, there's that Mandela effect where some people remember Harley Quinn being a plus size.
Apparently, that doesn't bother them. That I mean, it's like saying, hey, you know, while we're at it, why don't we just let's just recast James Bond as like John Goodman or something, somebody of that equivalence, like you know, just a big like obese sort of guy. It's like that's not what the character is.
People are ridiculous.
Yeah, the thing is, and this is the part that really,
nobody's taking her seriously.
It intrigues me because this woman, she says she's a feminist and she loves Harley Quinn, which really confuses me because out of all like the feminists who complain about comic books, Harley Quinn is the character they go after all the freaking time because she's abused by the Joker. And
Exactly.
She's not a feminist character.
Nope.
She isn't. She is meant to be a deep look into a very abusive relationship. And that's why when I was younger and I saw Mad Love, by the way, is one of my top 5 favorite Batman the Animated Series episodes where we saw her origin and how she came to be Harley Quinn. It is one of the most interesting looks at an abusive relationship I have ever seen. And she's not a stupid person because we saw that when she came the closest to killing Batman, closer than anyone has ever come, and the only thing that saved her was saved Batman was the Joker's own ego that no one else could be killing the Batman but him. That was the only thing that saved Batman, and he should have died in that episode. But the point...
Yeah.
All logic says Batman should have died in that episode. But
Are you talking about an animated episode?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying.
From
Math
Batman animated series.
The point being is that why is it you say this has been a fan favorite character when this character has literally been through so much? Well, I can't think of any other word for it. This character's been through so much shit, and this is the one thing you have to complain about? Seriously.
Because that there's this thing that's been emerging in the I guess like I see it like in the mid to younger 20s now, where it's this whole politically correct pussification of things and like this like anti-ableist movement and all these little terms that these little hipster douchebags use and stuff, that like everyone has to be so sanitized and robotically dumbed down and zombified when it comes to like being politically correct. You know, you can't say like one little thing, or like we were talking about the Idris Elba thing.
Right.
We should ask James what he thinks of that while it's on my mind, and see what he would think of that, being a black male that he is, about the comment that the author made. Remember about?
Oh yeah,
about,
piece of
about
crap.
Idris being too ghetto or something.
Yeah, that piece of crap.
Man,
Yep.
Idris Elba done been in some hellacious movies. He done been on BBC with Luther. He's a fantastic actor. I think he can pull it off.
Yeah.
Right.
And if Denzel
I
Washington
agree.
was like 20 years younger, he could have played James Bond.
I think after seeing
I
him
am
in
now.
Thor, even though, you know, Matrix likes to make that joke so much about he can't even guard a freaking door. What makes you think to be 007? You can't guard a door.
Well, the thing I wanted to say about the point I made last night, James, when we were discussing this and it came up was, I took it more that the author was trying to make the point of him being street, like how you would equate it to like a Vin Diesel, just somebody who's a little bit more rough around the edges. But
Yeah.
I said I disagree with the author, because Idris Elba's a very elegant male, you know?
Exactly.
And-
It wasn't like no Triple A thing. Like,
Well, the thing, the person that I thought would be a better, I thought about this after the cast, the person that would be a better I guess equivalence to what the term street would be referring to would be, like, to me, Jason Statham would not be a good Bond, because he would be what I call too street, and I understand what that means when you say that, because he's a little too rough around the edges without that savoir-faire that Bond needs.
exactly.
And he wants to be Bond, right? I heard.
Jason Statham.
He's a
I
little
heard-
too old, isn't he?
I heard he wants to though. I heard that he.
Wow.
That's something.
Now I don't think so.
Yeah.
Well,
like
here's the thing. I'm one of those conspiracy theorists. I know Skyfall kind of trashed this conspiracy theory that James Bond is like a code name.
That's easily debunked though, because you
I
have.
know, but my point is that would explain the race change for Idris Elba, even though it is easily debunked. Like, say it actually did work in the James Bond universe, that'd be an easy way to explain, you know, why each person looked different and why there's such a big change from Daniel Craig to Idris Elba. That's all I'm saying. I know it's easily debunked. I know that it no longer works. I'm just saying I thought
Nobody
it was
really cares though. It's just like, all right, a new Bond. That's it. You know.
Yep.
Yes.
So nobody spends any time on that, like at all.
Now think about this. What's the general timeline? You got Bond been out 50 years. The Doctor been out 50 years. They all go through different actor changes after so many.
Spider-Man has different actors. I mean, it's a regular thing now. It's like,
I'm tired. I'm tired of Spider-Man.
everybody is different Spider-Mans. I know.
Well, Doctor Who
I knew it.
got a built-in gimmick to where it works for it, though.
Right.
It's the whole reason why it gives it its personality.
They even tried that with the Pink Panther when Peter Sellers died. They tried to make some other American guy, and then they made Roberto Giabini, whatever his name was.
Benigni.
They tried to make all different ones, and Steve Martin. It all failed. Yeah, no.
I know it. Matrix. I finally got it. Timothy Dalton played Rassilon, correct? In the end of time?
Yes.
He took a TARDIS, he went to Earth, and he became a secret agent, and every single diversion of James Bond is secretly a regeneration of Rassilon.
Yeah, right.
Oh God!
No, you heard it here.
All right. Well, that works if you take crack, but no. All right. Besides that,
speaking on everybody.
yeah. I don't take drugs, so whatever. But anyway,
getting back to the whole politically correct thing,
Yeah.
where does that end? I mean, are they gonna like start Freddy Krueger's not gonna be able? He's gonna have to kill like a one teen that's proportionate to every race mixture in every film, or it's gonna be as a racist.
No, it's like Freddy Krueger killed a male, or female, but not a transgender. So then you got to kill a transgender. It's like it's getting stupid.
Next thing you know, the Joker has to be Hispanic.
That's just stupid.
It's
getting stupid.
Freddy Krueger will have to be a transgender, but then they'll turn around and complain that they've made him a killer. Transgender.
And then they'll make the Black Panther white, and then the world will end.
The White
Panther.
Then the world would end.
It'll be Frida Krueger then, wouldn't it?
Frida Krueger? Yeah.
Then the world would end.
Yeah, Matrix. Then dogs and cats.
But didn't he do that with John Candy, Uncle Buck? Isn't Buck a black man now?
Caitlin Kruger.
Oh my God! Really?
And All in the was it All in the Family? They did a spin-off of something. There was a black family.
The Jeffersons.
They got canceled. No, not that. It was something else. They actually did a thing 10 years after that, and it failed.
Yeah, Norman Lear just came out at the right time back then because you had the All in the Family, the Jeffersons, Maude, and all that.
Right.
No, you're talking about Archie Bunker's Place. That was after Edith.
No. They actually attempted to do a reboot of All in the Family.
No, I actually met Carol O'Connor too.
And it failed.
Cool.
I think it only aired one episode, and it was an African American family, but the father was racist or something towards other races, and it didn't work.
You can't do nothing like it nowadays. There's too many people.
Yeah.
And
no, they wouldn't.
The Fantastic Four thing.
They wouldn't get the satire of the whole thing. That they're mocking, like Archie Bunker was not. He was like perpetrating racism. He was making a mockery of the idiots that are racist.
Right.
Yeah. Here's my beef with Fantastic Four. First of all, Johnny Storm and Sue Storm are supposed to be brother and sister, blood related, not black or white. They should have stuck with the source material. If you're gonna make a superhero movie, stick with the source material. You can't go wrong from there. When you start tweaking stuff, that's when you get disaster like Fantastic Four was.
And Franklin Storm, who's the father, right? All of a sudden, like, Dr. Doom trusts him, and anything for you, and then he kills him? Like, what was that about?
Dumb.
That's weird. That doesn't make any sense.
He was the best actor in the movie. Makes no bad. Wow.
It doesn't make any sense, that whole thing. I didn't believe any of the anger towards Reed with the Sue thing. He just looked in the glass, and they just captured him looking. It didn't have any emotion. I didn't get how Reed Richards is a leader and everybody follows him, but he ran away, and then it's like, oh yeah, we'll follow you, Reed. It's like, I don't understand that either.
Yeah, I follow nobody who can't stand their ground, you know.
Horrible. But anyway, I know we're getting off topic. All right, I want to go to a different thing.
There's one thing I need to know about the Fantastic Four. Was Herbie the robot in that?
No.
Nope.
No, he would have actually made the film better.
Probably. Okay, whatever. Let's see. AntMan is at 366,553,859. And you may say, why is this interesting? Well, it is very close, as I've been tracking it like crazy, to tying Captain America, the first Avenger.
And Fantastic Four is running a close second behind at like $1,200, right?
Yeah. The Captain America First Avenger finished off at 370,569,774. So my theory is that if it ties Captain America, they have to have an Ant-Man 2.
They're going to have Ant-Man 2 anyway, because they said, I've heard from that one of the plot of Ant-Man 2 will be, most likely, it will be Scott and Hope going into the microverse to get Janet Van Dyne, because someone pointed out to me that, and this is a spoiler for anyone who hasn't seen Ant-Man, there's a scene where
Joe told you probably.
No, not that. I actually found this out on the internet where someone pointed out in in a scene where Scott actually goes into the microverse.
Right. I saw that.
Before he grows, that you do see an image of Janet Van Dyne. So
right, we said that before on the cast, though.
Yeah, but I heard it before you guys told me about that, though. That's the thing. So yeah, when I heard about this, just the fact that they put her in there, in that she's probably not dead, that would be a great opportunity to explore the microverse.
Well, they are gonna. We always knew they were gonna do that because they had an interview with Michael Douglas shortly after the movie was released, and he said that, you know, he would want his wife, Catherine Zeta-Jones, to play the Wasp, the original, when they save her. So it has been, that was the only thing that if they were gonna do a sequel, that would definitely be the plot.
She's not the Wasp. She's too old for the Wasp.
No, meaning that she is his age. They save her, and she's that age. She's not going to be like, they're going to save her and that's it. And then,
I still think that's crap casting.
Well, that's what he wants, Michael Douglas. That's
of course that's what he wants. It's his damn wife.
I know.
He's trying to shoehorn a role for her into a major budget film.
Zack Snyder in every single movie he's done.
What?
It's Zack Snyder in every single movie he's done.
Yeah, I know.
Movie he's done, he shoehorned his son into it. In 300, his son played the young Leonidas. In Watchmen, he played young Rorschach. And in Batman v Superman, he's gonna be fucking playing Robin.
I mean, I understand doing that if you're got the job and
look at Adam Sandler.
Got the family. Well, hold on a minute. If you got the job, well, go ahead and answer that.
What the heck is this?
Well, that's Hollywood actor. Hollywood.
Maybe Zach's calling him right now for a role in his next film.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, with certain scenes, certain characters, I get it. But Robin is going, if it's correct, and Red Hood will be the villain in the next
Batman movie.
There's obviously going to be flashbacks to Jason Todd's
getting killed by Joker.
His past.
Hey, Gloria.
Hello. Going to be flashbacks to that. And you know what? Look, I don't care if your son can do one scene, an easy scene, then whoopty frickin' do. He can do one scene, but I don't want to see him for over half the movie as a young Robin, especially when he doesn't even fit into the part of Jason Todd. Not only does he not look like Jason Todd at all, he doesn't even fit into the physical description of Jason Todd, but whatever. It's just Zack Snyder twisting universe, the DC universe around so he can get his fucking son into the movie.
Well,
I'm sorry.
More like Tim Drake.
Yeah, actually, Tim Drake can work, except I still don't think his son can act.
Well, look at Will Smith. His son didn't act first. Oh God, that was terrible.
And I'm sorry for people. I'm sorry, number one. I'm sorry that I'm swearing because usually I don't get this upset about this kind of stuff. But this just really pissed me off today. And number two, if I see that someone sucks in a role, I'm gonna call it out and say it sucks. I thought Arnold Schwarzenegger sucked as bad as Mr. Freeze. Everyone thought he did.
That movie was terrible. That movie was terrible.
But I will also give credit that they did one scene right. There was one scene in Batman and Robin that actually gave me a little bit of hope. And that was when Victor was looking at the wedding tapes of him and Nora, and there was no lines, no dialogue. It was just that one tear that froze and literally turned to snow. That was it. And that was perfect. Yeah. Any of the scenes when Arnold was looking at Nora Freeze, was brilliant. It was shot beautifully. It had the good tone. It was tragic. And that was the kind of thing that meant, hey, look at all this. You had the tragic atmosphere for this character. Why isn't this the center of this character and instead of the pun-wielding Arnold that we got in the movie. That's what
Hi,
makes me mad.
Gloria.
When there's
Hi.
potential and it's wasted.
What we're talking about?
Well, look what they did with Bane though in Batman and Robin. Though Bane was like a secondary character. I mean, that was crazy. And even when it broke.
Oh, that was
Batman,
terrible. That was terrible when they made Bane like crap like that. Ruined that for Batman and Robin.
And how is Barbara Gordon
Well,
not
would you
Commissioner
would you-
Gordon's
would you
daughter or
believe-
something?
I love Poison Ivy on there. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, Uma Thurman. Oh yeah.
Yeah, she was awesome as Poison Ivy.
What is this? Get the heads. God. Do you know that I answered one email off topic about getting a web designer to do like a website, you know, because we have like, you know, Real Hoopies Cast and all that.
Yeah.
So like this guy wants to charge me $850.
Whoa, that's too much.
Like, and then and you want it's just ridiculous. He called me like, again constantly. Like this phone is
Hey.
going off.
Joe, maybe he's got a computer question.
This guy called me 9 times in an hour. 9. Okay. Kinda. All right. So I'm glad I got 2 phones. It's good because I don't have to listen to this
You
one.
know, Connor does pretty good on those graphics that he puts up on the over the title episodes where he
Yeah.
has the graphics for it. Oh my goodness, he does good on those.
I'm just, you know what? I have a web designer, but I just answered this email from this person. I have to get her. She just came back from the GameStop conference, so I have to talk to her.
There's a guy. There's a guy in Seneca Falls that does good computer editing work. I know.
Not even worth a trip out there. All right. So, what else do we have?
Oh, let's talk about Doctor Who for a second. So.
Whoa, not on here.
I also have a graphic designer friend too.
Oh my God, not on here.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, there's a reason. I'll tell you off air.
I'm so glad I didn't hear that. Whatever it
All
was.
right. All right, we're gonna go. Take care. Bye for now.